Today's video is going to be one of my most requested product reviews, and that is reviewing, sorry, I'm cleaning a brush right now, reviewing Jones Road products from Bobbi Brown. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique, where we cover all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. So I have been digging my heels in about Jones Road for years because I'd had some friends that reviewed the Miracle Balm when it first came out, maybe after it'd been out for a little bit, but they weren't overly impressed with it. And yeah, I just had zero interest. Though I have had a lot of comments over different videos asking if I would review the product line. And then I just kept seeing it in my Instagram. And those of you who've been with me long enough know that I always say I'm a sucker for an ad. And she keeps going on and on about it. And she, Bobbi Brown, and she started talking about the Miracle Balm and explaining, when you would use which Miracle Balm. And so finally, I broke down and not only bought 2 Miracle Balms, but I bought her foundation, the WTF, the What the Foundation. I bought her powder, a couple of eyeshadows, a lipstick, her viral mascara, face pencils, and a lip and cheek blush, or lip and cheek stick. And I've been using them for a week, and today we are going to talk about them. Before we get started, I did want to also throw out or mention that Refer, one of my favorite brush companies for handmade natural bristle brushes in Japan, they're having their buy one get one free sale. And I talk about them all the time, and usually once a year I kind of talk about my favorite brushes. They really haven't changed all that much, besides a couple of her beginner brushes, or their beginner brushes, the 02, which is just a little shader brush, and the number 17, which is this flat kabuki brush, which I use to blend out a lot of the cream products. Most of the brushes that I'm reaching for now are their newer brushes in the 30 series. Oh no, I use the 03 too, kind of to smear out or put powder eyeliner on. So that's 02, 03, and the number 17 from their older line. And then I've been using a lot of their newer brushes. So again, buy one, get one free. So I'll just talk about that. Number 32, I've been talking about this forever. This is a round concealer brush at an angle. Fits in perfect right here because that's where I like to blend my concealer. 33, my favorite eyeshadow brush. It's big and fluffy and fat, and it is a one and done. You can just do one sweep, or you can just go down and pat it right here, and that's the perfect third of my eye to just accent the outer corner. And number 35 is a pencil brush, but it's a little bit wider. Usually when I think of a pencil brush, I think of, this size, which is their number 12. But this one's nice and big, and I use it for stippling or like tapping in concealer on my hyperpigmentation. And then the 36, which is a fat brush, but kind of angled. And I always thought it was really nice how it fit right under my orbital bone. And so when you're trying to blend that edge, if you have eyeshadow and you're trying to blend that edge, it just fit really good to get a good back and forth windshield wiper blend. So I like this little angle on this brush. I don't know why I can't talk today, and I've got a lot of filming to do. And then my other new favorite is the 37, which is a smaller rounded foundation brush. And I think this one's really good for stuff like the WTF foundation if you didn't want to use your fingers. So those are my brushes. Brush recommendations if you are interested in picking up 1 or 2. Well, you don't want to pick up 1, it's buy one get one free, but pick up 2, 4, 6, or 8. then it's at retro.com. I do have a link down in the description box below. And again, if you're not thinking about Christmas yet, it's time to start thinking about Christmas, and you could pick up a few as stocking stuffers if you have any family members that you think would enjoy them, or friends. Back to Jones Road. So Bobbi Brown, of course, if you've not heard of her, she is a very famous celebrity makeup artist. She really took off in the late 80s, early 90s. I think the 90s is when, you know, everybody wanted Bobbi Brown makeup. So she started a cosmetic company. In 95, it got bought out by Estee Lauder. She stayed with them until 2016. Initially, she had the creative control, but as with all acquisitions, she slowly started taking more and more of a back seat with the company. So in 2016, she left and started developing another makeup line, which is this Jones Road. Jones Road is supposed to be that no makeup look. And the first product she developed was this Miracle Balm, which if you've heard of it, you know, people either love it or hate it. I think I was a little apprehensive to try it because I heard it kind of goes on greasy. People say it feels like Vaseline. And it is heavy. It doesn't feel like Vaseline to me because Vaseline is almost thinner. To me, it feels like if you've ever used Charlotte Tilbury's night cream, it feels like the same consistency as that, which my daughter has super dry skin. She uses that night cream for day and night, sometimes feeling too greasy, but you know, she'll like use it every other day. So when I got the Miracle Balm, I bought it in tawny, which was supposed to be for all over the face, and it was supposed to cut the yellow. And so I have more of a yellow undertone or neutral undertone versus pink or red. So I bought this for all over color. And then I also did purchase the Miracle Balm in a flush, which is supposed to be just like a light, healthy glow or to use as a highlighter. Now the thing about the Miracle Balm, and I have a little video clip with very well moisturized skin and the Miracle Balm on half, and I had a real hard time telling the difference. Later, I could tell the difference by how it felt. Like, you know, the Miracle Balm, I could still just feel that little light layer of moisturization, where the other side just felt like I had nothing on. So Miracle Balm is wonderful if you have really dry skin. And a lot of mature women have dry skin. So I would not be putting it all over your face if you had combo or oily skin. But if you use just a little bit, tiny amount, and you're supposed to warm it up between your fingers and pat it on in kind of same directions as my La Mer. And it just is supposed to add kind of that little glow that just makes your skin look better. And so I was wearing it alone, and I met some new ladies for lunch yesterday, and we were talking about my YouTube channel and how I was doing this video, and they, you know, were all commenting that my skin looked really good because I said I was wearing all of Jones Road products. But I have pretty decent skin alone. So again, this is the Miracle Balm side. This is nothing. I moisturized my skin when I got out of the shower this morning. So not a huge difference. But it is going to feel really nicely moisturized all day. So if you're thinking of Miracle Balm for all over your face, think of it as your moisturizer. The WTF foundation, so it's What the Foundation. So just in case you were thinking it stood for something else. The WTF foundation is a little different. It tells you it can settle, which is really kind of like separate. So I had to stir mine up when I first got it, and yeah, it didn't look all that enticing when I first opened it up. Okay, I'm gonna put just a little bit. See, I can even see just a little separation now. My shade is Medium Honey. And this is also one that you just need a teeny bit. And I don't know if you can see how it separates. So I'm just using this little spatula, but if you have like a what do you call those? Those little metal spatulas, yeah, like one of these. Yeah, you can always just stir it up and then use this to get a little bit of product. It also is very moisturizing. In fact, I feel like it feels more moisturizing on your face than the Miracle Balm. So you definitely just want to use a little bit also, and you can just blend it in. It has a lighter consistency going on than the Miracle Balm. And it has just a skosh more coverage, but I don't really think it has all that much more coverage. Since I didn't put any balm on my forehead, I'm going to, I can't, I hate when I can't lift my bangs. Let's see, try and bring my head down to my hand since I can't bring my hand to my head. Okay, and I'm just showing you half and half face because I think they're fairly similar. Miracle Balm, WTF. WTF has a little bit more coverage, but it's a little stickier. So you would think the balm would be the stickiest, but my hair tends to stick to this side a little bit more. Okay, it's sticking to both sides. It's like I have sideburns. I feel like the WTF is tackier. It's tackier on my skin. I have to powder it. I have to. I just could not stand to accidentally touch my face without powdering it. Just like cream makeup, I feel like you have to powder it to get a little bit longer wear with it, but WTF, it's a nice healthy glow, and Miracle Balm, also a nice healthy glow. If you need a little bit of coverage and you have super dry skin, you might really enjoy the WTF. In fact, I have not done this, I'm going to even double up. I'm going to put a little WTF, oh shoot, I stuck my finger in too much. Just a little, because this is the side that I have more hyperpigmentation. And just see what happens. Now, this has kind of an essential oil smell. I mean, people don't like fragrances, but then when you have products that don't have fragrance, sometimes the scent is not that pleasing. I find this not that pleasing. It almost has like it's not a minty, eucalyptusy kind of, I can almost identify the fragrance. Let's see if it's on the box. It says it has ginger root oil, so I'm going to guess that's what I'm smelling. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a ginger, but it is a kind of a minty-ish fragrance. Doesn't feel tingly or minty, but it is that kind of fragrance. Now both sides feel a little sticky, but it is a beautiful finish, especially since this kind of more dewy natural look is popular. I do think it's a beautiful finish. Okay, let's move on to the next product, her pencils. The face pencil, I bought shade 15 and 16. And when you look at them on the back of the hand, you can definitely see shade 15 is a lot lighter than 16. But when I put it on my face, I feel like I could use either for anything. They actually blend really well. So, but I'm going to put 15, the lighter shade, under my eyes. Now you know, or you don't know, but the sling, I'm left-handed. So I'm doing all of this with my non-dominant hand. I mean, it's been 4 weeks, so I'm getting a lot better at using my non-dominant hand. But if you critique any of my techniques for applying, just remember that this is not the hand that I normally would be doing things with. Okay, I'm gonna come up here and do that. And then I'm gonna take the darker shade that matches exactly and cover this blemish right here, this one right here, Like here, these dots here, these dots here. Okay. Then you can use either your finger, which is what I'm going to do on this side. Just kind of warm it up. And it does really nice at covering anything up. Now, cream makeup, it's not going to stay unless you powder it. It isn't. I've tested it. But I actually had excellent staying powder when I powdered it. So I used her setting powder, her tinted face powder, like I said, in medium. I really like this powder. So it does have the holes and you can twist it close. Underneath your eyes, you just need a little bit of powder. You do not want it to be cakey under your eyes. Again, I'm bringing my head down to my hand because it is easier for me to use my left hand. And now that, like I said, I'm 4 weeks post-surgery, I have a little more dexterity. This is just a lot harder to do it this way. Okay, this is my skin. WTF, Miracle Balm with WTF over it, and the face pencil. So if you have a little bit of coverage needs, I would get the WTF if you can get over the fragrance. And it kind of dissipates. It's not like I'm smelling it anymore. Or just the Miracle Balm, if you already have pretty good skin and you just have a few dark spots, then you could just color those spots with a pencil or put the Miracle Balm on and then, you know, put the pencil over it. Okay. For blush, I am going to use this blush stick. I really like this blush stick. I got a kind of dark color because I like dark colors. So this is the one in Royal Plum. I like my little flat 17 brush to spread it out. And I normally go up over the nose. Not because it's trendy. I've been doing that for 30 something years over my my brow bone and up over the nose. But I think I'm going to put the balm not over my nose, but at least up flushed here. So I just want to blend this out. I'll give it a few minutes because when I start tapping things, it brings the blood to the face so you look more flushed. And so you think you have enough blush on. And then you are like, wait a minute, it doesn't look like I have any blush on. So I am going to give it just a few minutes to settle, and then I'll put some more on if I need it. Eyeliner. This is the one product that I do not like. The Best Eye Pencil is what it's called. It is a soft eye pencil, but it doesn't last. I can't get it to dry down. I can always rub it off if I put it on my hand. It's a nice soft kohl pencil, pretty brown, but it does not last all day. All right, eyeshadow. I picked up two shimmers. I've had this on my hand for a little bit, and you still can kind of smear it. It doesn't dry down like the gel liners that I like. So I'm not a big fan of her eyeliner. But I did purchase two of her shimmer shadows, and I got the same two that I always get. Don't focus on this. Focus on this. Same two that I always get. I got a rose gold and a true gold. These are a little more shimmery than a standard shimmer that I get, like a Charlotte Tilbury shimmer or the e.l.f. shimmer. So it's not that they're glittery. There are some sparkles. I do get a little bit of fallout, but I wish I had purchased a matte shade to work with them, like a neutral matte for all over the eye, and then a shimmer so I could have just put it right in the center, but I didn't. So let me clip this away. I'm going to powder my lid just to make sure everything glides on. Okay, and then I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to take just a little bit of this gold shade, put it right in the center. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I'm going to take it up. Okay, this is my old rougher eyelash curler. Oh, the rougher eyelash curlers are also on sale. You don't have to do buy one, get one free. They're just 50% off. The new ones, they have like double wire at the bottom, and they have 2 sizes. I like the original size, which is the 18R. I like it because it's wide enough and a little flatter, so it covers the inner lashes and the outer lashes, so I can get my whole eye like this. With my old curlers, like the Shuumera, I had to kind of do this, and then I had to kind of do this to get all my lashes. The new size that they do, the 20R, is a little bit higher. It's more of the traditional curvature, which I don't like. But anyway, you get the curler and you get 5 refill. 3 or 5? I don't know. It might only be 3, but you get a bunch of refills for it also. Okay, the Jones Road mascara. I really like the brush, and I like how dark it is, but I think it flakes on me if I put it on my lower lashes. So I put it on my upper lashes only, and I was like, oh, it's not flaking. But then I did put some on my lower lashes and did see some flaking. The other thing, oops. Again, don't forget I'm using my non-dominant hand here. The other thing, it kind of straightens out my eyelashes a little bit. It feels very wet. Okay, I'm not putting any on my bottom lashes because, again, that's what I think smeared. And then for my lips, I bought their lip gloss in the lip tint Pink Rose. It's a little bright for me. Didn't look like it would be a little bright. It looks kind of like right in the colors that I always love, but I just tap it on instead of put it on heavily, just to get a neutral bit of color. I learned that from Lisa Eldridge with her lipstick. Sometimes she'll only just use just a little bit. And then I'm going to take the Miracle Balm again in the flush. Now, of course, they tell you have to break the seal, right? You have to push down on it, break the seal before you can use it. It is kind of fun to break the seal. Okay, I'm going to do just a little bit right here. Put it here. If you've got a fair skin, you really can see it on your skin. So it's just that pink kind of highlight. I think it kind of gives me that look like I just came off the beach, got a little bit of sun. Yeah, and then I was going to put it on my lips, but I remembered over this, I like the tawny on my lips. Kind of tone down that pink color. Yeah, make it more color my lips. And then, all right, then I'm going to powder the whole face. And I'm going to use a puff. This is the Wayne Goss puff. Kind of push it, get some product, tap the excess off in the lid. So you can see I've got kind of that real glossy look. But again, I just don't like the way my hair sticks to my face and my skin feels. So I'm going to start on the sides of my face and work my way up because I actually like a little bit of that glow. So I'm getting the majority of the powder where my hair is sticking. Okay, so this is it for my no makeup look from Jones Road. I think it's beautiful. You might find that you really like it. The pinks are a nice little flush. You can use as blush. They have golds and bronzes that you can use for that just off the beach look. Again, I use the tawny all over my face. I like it on my lips. I don't really notice a huge difference with it on or without it on my face, but it does just give you an all over glow. If I was using the flush though on my cheekbone, I don't know if I would need the tawny underneath it. Foundation has just the right amount of coverage if you don't need a lot of coverage. And so I like that. It does have a weird smell to me, and it does leave my face a little sticky until I powder it down so my hair would stick to it. Speaking of powder, I like their powder. I like the color. The medium color works really well with my skin tone. It does keep the blush on all day. The blush, when you powder it down, lasted all day. So I really like that. And that was the cheek and blush stick, not necessarily the flush. The balm I don't think lasted all day. Or it's not I don't think. The balm did not last all day, but the lip and cheek stick lasted all day. The lip tint came off with food, and I topped it off with the tawny to just kind of tone it down a little bit. But I like it. Of course, I could just put this on my lips too. This one's a little dark on my lips though. I might have to lighten it with the Flush Balm. The pencils, I really like the pencils. And when I powdered them down, I thought the coverage, I had this blemish here. It's kind of faded. It's not very visible today, but earlier in the week it was visible. And I felt that using the face pencil and powdering it, you could not tell that I had any makeup on, and it did last. It did last, the coverage lasted a long time. These eyeshadows, these last all day. And the mascara, I liked it on my upper eyes, except it straightens my eyelashes a little bit. But when I put it on my lower lashes, I did find that it flaked a little bit. So, and then the eyeliner, just not my thing. It doesn't stay on. That's it. I hope you enjoyed my review of Jones Road. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know if you've tried any of the products. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.